Hey, welcome, my name is Oli and today we will check these 7 different type of skates from different brands for your G Pro X Superlight 2 gaming mouse. Especially the Superlight 2 has bad skates out of the box. They feel scratchy, provide an unstable glide and feel inconsistent overall. And I have some concern regarding the durability. So if you have a G Pro X Superlight 2, I highly recommend changing the skates. I will check exactly 3 brands which are already famous for providing solid alternative. Note that 2 skates are also available for other gaming mice. So for the non-superlight 2 users, it could also be interesting. So first, let's check quick the 7 skates I want to test on the G Pro X Superlight 2. We have here 3 famous brands in the gaming mouse skates industry. First, we have Corepad, which is probably the most famous one. They provide skates for almost every gaming mouse on the market. I have here 3 different types of skates from Corepad. The Corepad Control, as the name says, it gives a more control-oriented glide. I also have the Corepad Pro and Corepad Air. These provide a faster glide. I also have skates from X-raypad. They are famous for their mousepad, but they made also very solid skates. I have here 2 interesting types of skates, the Jade and Obsidian skates. And finally, I have also 2 skates from ESPTiger. Also famous for their mousepad, they provide here also 2 very interesting skates, the Tiger Ice V2 and Yanzi skates. So I will test all these skates with the G Pro X Superlight 2 gaming mouse, and for each skate I will give a feedback on how the initial friction and dynamic friction feel, and how the stopping power and micro adjustment feel, and overall I will give my feedback on the gliding experience. Before we started, let's do a quick tutorial on how to remove and install the skates. Here on the Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2, you will find 2 areas marked here which indicate where you can remove the original skates. Pull them completely out, make sure that also the foam under the skates is removed. Everything is completely removed when you can clearly see the screws, even this transparent layer has to be removed. You receive with the new skates some alcohol wipes or pad to clean the surface before placing the new skates. So clean it and make sure it's dry, then place the new skates, like here as example the Corepad Control. So let's get started with the Corepad Control. You have a really nice glide. The initial friction is lower than the standard PTFE-Skates from Logitech, and the same goes for the dynamic friction. Even if they feel fast, you have a good stopping power. This means it stops the mouse easily, and this is also noticeable in your micro adjustment. You still have a good control. Here I test it on the Artisan Zero, but the same goes for a hybrid pad like the Artisan Hayate Otsu. Next, let's try the Corepad Pro and Air. The Pro and Air version are both more speed-oriented. They give a fast and stable glide, a very pleasant feeling, so a lower initial friction, and also in long movement for trekking you have a lower friction. So good for flawless trekking on the target. The Air version has, compared to the Pro version, a little dot pattern, like a 3D dot structure on the skates to reduce even more the contact surface on the mousepad, and you feel that this one has even less friction, so it's a bit faster than the Corepad Pro. I will recommend the Air version only if you really want absolute speed, especially combined with the SkyPad, for example. You have almost no friction, so very hard to control, so keep this in mind. On a closed mousepad like here on the Artisan Zero, even if the friction is very low, it's enjoyable. Micro adjustment and control are still possible. It's an interesting combo. I personally prefer the Pro version than the Air version. The Corepad Air feels a bit scratchy. The Pro version offers a better stopping power and remains also very fast by providing a seamless glide. Let's move now to the X-raypad Obsidian and Jade. You receive here as Corepad also 2 sets of each, which is great. If you want to switch the skates, you still have 1 set left. The Obsidian feels definitely slower than the Jade. I will say on the same level as the Corepad Pro, maybe a bit faster. It feels overall better control oriented. I feel that the stopping power and micro adjustment on the Artisan Zero is more precise. The friction is higher. The Jade skates on the other end feels definitely faster. It's more a speed skates, like the Corepad Air. So here also a very fast glide. I kind of prefer the glide feeling on this compared to the Corepad. It has this fast smooth feeling, especially on the Artisan Hayate Otsu. On the SkyPad you have almost no friction like Corepad. Same feeling here, so maximum speed. And finally, let's check the ESPTiger Yanzi and Tiger Ice V2 skates. Here, unfortunately, you receive only one set of skates. So keep this in mind. If you want to try other skates, you will probably have to damage them. Maybe using kind of a heater to remove them will help, but you will lose a bit of stickiness. But regarding the skates, the Tiger Ice V2 is definitely faster than the Yanzi. Tiger Ice was already known to give a low friction glide experience. It's very smooth on all type of mouse pads. Friction is low but offers still a good control. I will say it's slower than the X-raypad Jade. It's something between the Corepad Pro and X-raypad Obsidian. The Yanzi on the other end is on the slower side. It's from all skates here the slowest. Especially on the Artisan Zero you feel that it has definitely more initial friction and a strong stopping power. Also in dynamic movement you feel more resistance. Overall it's the same feeling on other pads. The most interesting here is on the glass pad. I will say it gives a bit more friction, which makes the glass pad easier to use. It gives you a bit more control. There is also a Yanzi Q version, which has a small foam layer between mouse and skate and gives this extra damping feeling. It should also reduce the sound. So an interesting skate for people who need more friction even on a glass pad. So that was a roundup of some interesting skates for your Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2 gaming mouse. As I said before, these skates are also available for other gaming mice. At least you can also find them as dot skates, which you can of course use on every gaming mouse. Dot skates offer even less contact surface with your mousepad, so even less friction. Here a short recap of all skates. We have the Corepad Control and ESPTiger Yanzi for more control-oriented user, and the Tiger Ice V2, X-raypad Jade, and Corepad Pro and Air for a faster feeling with lower friction. I will put the X-raypad Obsidian in a more balance-oriented speed. You still have more speed than control, but it gives you some interesting control characteristic, like a good micro adjustment. All skates can be found for less than $10 or euros. It's definitely worth the upgrade, especially if you have the Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2. You will discover a new gaming experience. You may need time to get used to it, but then you will have some very durable skates that don't wear out so fast. So that is for today. I hope you enjoyed this gaming mouse skates roundup. If so, please drop a like and sub to the channel. If you want more infos, you can also follow me on Twitter or X, where I post some news and what is coming next. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you next time. Bye bye.